Hello there and welcome to the new exercise from the workoutwednesday.com where we are in the week 16, and this time I actually took 1 week break from all my videos just to spend some time in Goa. So had an amazing vacation in Goa, and after that I am back with more exercises. So now you will see that I will be uploading my videos frequently. So in this week, we have this Charticulator, which is quite interesting. Before actually going to the vacation, I was exploring the Charticulator because it's not quite straightforward. So if you have seen some of the Tableau charts, like this one, which is called Lollipop chart, you have the divergent histogram, you have sort of ranges, right? All of those things is something not very straightforward here in this Power BI. If you remember a few days back, this was one of the exercises. If I just go back, bump chart is what we created, right? If I go here, yeah, this is the bump chart if we have created with the help of the DAX calculation. Is also something they have in the Charticulator, but again you need to have some configuration done. So all in all, Charticulator is to create the advanced charts. So if you see this one, Charticulator is here for advanced chart, right? It has endless possibilities in terms of design and custom formatting, and this is basically a quick and basic overview of this chart. So in this video, I will also going to create this chart, right? You can connect to Superstore sample data set that is available on data.world. So we will just right click and open that up. If you have seen my previous videos, we have connected multiple times to data.world, right? So that's something what we will going to do. And then we will going to create a chart like this, right? So first thing, so before I go ahead, just a quick information. If you have been following that's like a repeatable information for you. But if you have learned it very first time, all of these exercises and my videos, I am keeping track here. If you see, along with the video link. So I keep my exercises in my one tab. This is a live Google Sheet. This live Google Sheet link is present in the description. The whole idea is that you should be able to search any of my previously posted videos here with the help of the sheet. So the searching becomes easy. Also, previously I have around 200 videos, right? Or if I would say 199, because first one is, I guess, the title. Then this is something what you can basically easily search, filter by putting a filter, because this is a spreadsheet. In a view mode, you can do that. And using the link which is present here in column B, you can jump to that video. All right, with that, let me go back here and connect to this data set. So this is the data set. If you see, we need quick information like this is the username and this is the data set name what we need. So what I will going to do is come to the Power BI, and the Power BI, I will going to click on the get data, and over here more, and in the more I will going to search for data.world. So data.world, and here I will click on connect, and it will going to ask me the owner name. So owner is this part, owner is this, and data set is this. Copy, and you have it here on the paste. Click OK, and this should connect you. The only thing is, if you are connecting very first time, it will ask you to log in, right? So you need to use your username, password, or you need to create your login, and then you can easily connect it. So here you can see we have orders, peoples, and returns. So I'll just select all these three tables. So orders is being previewed, so it's fine. Select people, fine. Returns is okay. Load. So I will just load these three tables, right? Because it is a sales data set. You have seen it maybe hundreds of times if you have been following mine or other videos or Tableau website. This is like a very standard and easy to understand data set. right, before moving into a lot of complexities. Okay, so what do we need a chart like this, which is a lollipop chart? You have the year information over here, you have the region information over here, and then you have these basically states like California, New York, Texas, and so on and so forth, right? So the whole idea is that it becomes interactive with the help of this circle and line. Okay, so where are my Power BI? So in Power BI, you need to first make sure that you are logged into the Power BI. As I am logged in, this is again utilizing your official ID. So coming over here, get more visuals. This is not a standard visual. So you need to come over here, and Charticulator is from Microsoft. So it is certified. Charticulator. There you go. This is from Microsoft, so we can trust it. So you have this. Here is a quick overview. Create custom and reusable chart right within Power BI. So a chart like this, right? Sunburst chart. You have this sort of bubble chart. You have, I don't know what you call, but it looks like flower petals. And you have this chart, which sort of hierarchical kind of a chart. You have this again, sort of a circle with few more, variations like bars and all. So that's what it is. You have, you can learn more about certified Power Visuals. You have support over here. You have sample instructions and all. I will show you quickly how to do that. So first thing first, we will click on add. So once it is added, we will going to, it will probably going to take a couple of seconds, I guess. Yeah, it is processing. So once it will be added, then I will start showing you. This visual was successfully imported into this report. Click OK. Select Microsoft Charticulator, and it will show us this basic information. If I just expanded it for you and reduce this. So create unique and customizable chart design without coding, right? I don't know if you are, because it is like so small. If I just expand, no. Visual header to start. So over here, you need to come and you need to click edit, right? So now this is in edit mode. So in edit mode, you can click on create chart and you can click on import template. So we were going to import template, and as you can see it over here, this is like the bump chart, bubble chart, chord diagram, radial chart is something what we have as an example. So, but what we need to create is lollipop chart. So what I will going to do is to enable import template, right? First thing first, you can click here to see more templates and click OK. And this is where you will going to find this chart, lollipop chart, right? And you need to click over here to make sure that you have the template, you save the template. So you make sure you save the template. I have already done that. As you can see, I have been exploring with that other templates as well. So this is something I have done, but here you can see a lot of different templates that you can bring it inside. This is sort of a range chart, which I was saying bump chart. This is like navigating, again, lot of different things like pyramid and all of these pieces. So these are like different templates that we have, which we can bring in. Okay, so since I have already brought in the template, but I can import the template only when I have some fields. So I go to visualization, go to the fields, and in the fields, this is where I have the region, I have the state. So I have the region, right? I have the state, and I have the sales. So when I add this, you can see the chart, create chart or import template is open. So I will click on import template for now, because I want straightforward, easy instruction even for myself when I started with it, because if you go right from starting a chart, creating from right from the scratch, it can go slightly difficult. So first thing first is we have downloaded the template. So we'll double click on the lollipop chart, and you have the country like this. You have geographic location, which is like state. So in country, we will going to write the detailed information, which is state. From state, a higher level information is region, right? In which region the state is. Similarly, in which so country is present in which continent. Similarly, state is present in which region. So just trying to make you understand, that's how basically I understood it when I was exploring it first. Sometimes, you may feel like, okay, whether I need to add information over here or not. So the way you need to understand it, this is the highest level information, right? These are the continents. This is the country. So countries are always inside the continent. Similarly, states will always be inside regions. So state is like east, west and all. So you have 4 region if I'm not wrong. And then you have multiple states. I guess 28 states if I'm not, but I don't really know the complete count if I'm wrong over there. And then you have the population. So population is nothing but the states. So you click on save mapping, right? As soon as you click on save mapping, a chart is created, which is, if you can see over here, is very similar to this, but your legend is over here. You have some filters, you have text. Currently, if I go, you have the population of OECD countries and all, which is like a default template, right? So over here you click, this is where the glyph is. Glyph is nothing, basically it's basically some of the properties, like you have states over here, so this is what the state is. You have the numbers over here, so you can select this and format it. You can select the circles and then format it. So all of this thing is quite straightforward. If I collapse it, you have this title. If I select the title, you can see the title is selected over here, and its related attributes or the properties are present here. So we can change it sales by state, right? You can change the font, you can change the size. You have something which is conditioned by, I think it is like conditional thing, which I am not covering it right now. Where do you want to have it? Anchor X, anchor Y, right? So it's in the middle, so it's at a good location. The only thing if you may want to add is probably increase the size if you want, right? Margin, rotation, style, color, a lot of basically properties which is present over here that you can basically change. Okay, now I need to bring this over here. So what I can do is I can bring this down so I can get some space. This is where it becomes tricky. This is basically your guides. Guides are present here if you want to create more, but some defaults are present over here. I'll press escape. So this is, if you put your mouse over here, drag it up and down and it will change it accordingly. Okay, now give a focus over here. When I need to bring this, I select this, right? And I need to bring it over here, but this is basically the green circle. If you can see, I don't know if for this, if I just click outside, the circle is gone, right? If I select this is sort of a green circle is coming. This is what you need to drag over here, otherwise it will not come. So this is something after multiple back and forth I understood it, but now it is coming over here, right? Down there, it should be over here. So the way we need to do it, we need to come over here in guide. You need to click on guide Y and need to place it wherever you want to have the component. So I want to have, let's say, component over here. I select this and I put it over here. So now it's over there. It has moved up. So these are basically the guides that needs to be present for the movement of components. Okay. Now if I go over here in legends, as you can see, legend is selected over here, right? I can select the center alignment and I can make the orientation as horizontal. So now it is changed, right? So we are reaching it over there. The couple of things, if you would see over here, is even though they have decimals, let's say, but if you want to change the decimal, there you go. If you want to change the decimal, this is quite interesting actually. In glyph, if you click over here, to format the number, let's say removing the decimal, adding the dollar sign, which is not part of the exercise, but still you can do that. Change this, layer. In layer you have this title, just select it over here, Cliff, and I will just select for this one, general. In attributes, general, 0.1f, this means decimal, right? So first thing first is make it 0. If I press tab, your decimals are removed, right? Similarly, if I just again come over here to add the dollar sign, I will add dollar 0.0f and press tab, and this will now have the dollar, right? So this is something which is quite interesting, is present as part of the formatting. Generally you would be exploring, so I did that exploration for myself so that I can save the time for you, right? Whatever formatting you want. And after that, once you are done, you can click on save, right? And you can click on back to report. So this is where your report is coming, and as you can see, the texts are quite clumsy, right? And this is also, not making a whole lot of good impression. So for that, again, we can do some little bit of formatting. So the way we can do this, again, we have gone over there, right? I am selecting this and I am increasing the, as you can see, if I just go further, so this is something I can increase a little bit. I can select this, right? Illinois. So when I select this, this is basically a property for everything. And over here, you have the state, and I can reduce it to, let's say 8, right? So that it's quite visible. Size is fine, and we can check that. Save, back to report. So at least a little bit better than that, right? What we were seeing earlier, but again, your numbers here also, it's quite big. So that's the kind of back and forth little bit require when you are working with the Charticulator. So if I select this and I go down, and where is, if it is gone, you need to zoom a little bit. You need to work with that. Arial, I think 10 is okay. Similarly, I believe for this, I will change this to 10. I think that should be okay. I can make this up a little bit. This is also, I think, is not movable. Okay, it is movable because it is text. And I don't know if I can, if I try to move this up. Nope. Move this down. No. Yeah. So that's a kind of little bit of setting. So what I can do is I can add one more guide over here, right? And then I can move it till here. Now it is moved, as you can see. I'm just trying to create some more space. That's all what I'm just trying to do. So now you have this. I can bring it down over here. Okay, so you can see it is gone. Sometimes you can experience that. You can click on back to report, but you will see that little bit some improvement is coming. Go to again edit, and then basically do the experimentation as I am doing to make the report. But that's the whole idea as to how you can basically do this piece, right? Right now the values are way too much. That's why it is slightly challenging over here. If I go over here, this is coming as also slightly clumsy. As you can see, little bit of formatting is required, which I think I need to do it with text. I did it. Looks like it is not saved. That's the only challenge. Yeah, it is not saved clearly. So make sure you save it. Yeah, it is 14 again. 10 is fine. Click on save and back to report. So now it is saved, right? And then I think what they have added is a slicer. So I am adding a slicer. We have the order date. In hierarchy, I will add the year, and I will change this to list. And this is something what you can do, I think, as an orientation slicer setting, orientation from vertical to horizontal, right? And that is a piece of art then. Okay, so where has it gone? Yeah, here you go. And up it a little bit. Okay, and you can bring it over here. All right, so we have this, we have selected this. So let me just select it. Sometimes it acts weird because, as you can see, it's quite a problem child when it comes to a little bit of. So that's how basically you can create it, right? And utilize your basically Charticulator. Okay, so that's mainly I wanted to show you. Let me know how did you find this, and I think it is open up a lot of capabilities in terms of what you can do. If you want to hide this, right, you can come over here in visualization and select this visualization. In general, remove the title, I believe. Yep, there you go. Okay, so that way you can have more visualization along with this, and it will work fine with all the slicers and settings that is needed. So that's mainly I wanted to show in this video how you can do this, and I'll meet you in the next video with a new topic.